work with it. Let's start now. Power BI, a set of tools, business analytic tools to design reports and perform data analysis. So using Power BI, we design something called dashboards to group multiple reports. What is that? See, you have some data with you, right? From data, we are going to generate reports. From those reports, we have something called dashboards. And this data can be from various levels. We have regular file or apps or websites or other data sources. OLTP data sources. Come on, friends. OLTP means OLTP. Online transaction processing database. Okay, live data, real-time data. Or in real world, the data can also be from warehouse. So data can be sourced from various databases or platforms. In few cases, we use Power Query to read the data. In few other cases, we use SQL to read the data. Once we land the data into Power BI, we are going to perform the reporting activities. We can design colorful reports like this. This is one of our initial examples. We are going to design the reports in this way. Now, there are different reporting platforms. The main advantage of Power BI, cheaper, comparatively cheaper, easy to use and very user friendly, with faster analytics and cloud integrations, including AI and Copilot concepts, part of our classes. So whatever Power BI items we are going to learn from our next class, yes, very useful for Power BI developer job roles, data analyst, business analyst, BI developer, and data engineers as well. So remember, Power BI can be used to extract data from any source, any platform. But highly recommended to mix Power BI with MS SQL skill set for your resume, or Python, or MS SQL Power BI Python to become a data analyst, or MS SQL Power BI Fabric to become Fabric data analyst, or MS SQL Power BI and Azure with Python to become a true complete data engineer. So Power BI can be mixed with multiple items. Why SQL here? Because the source, data source can be either OLTP or warehouse. These databases need SQL. Microsoft SQL preferred because Power BI is from Microsoft. Next comes why Fabric? Because Power BI Cloud is now inside Fabric Cloud. Fabric is a separate technology from Microsoft. Let me show you here. In our next classes, we are going to have something called app.powerbi.com like this. But you know, it automatically takes you to Fabric Cloud automatically. So you see something called Fabric items and Power BI items together. So Fabric is a house, cloud house for Microsoft. Power BI is a room inside it. I repeat, inside Fabric Cloud, we create something called workspaces. Okay. For example, I'll say Power BI test workspace. In our later classes, we'll do like this. Inside the workspace, new item, we can create apps, databases. See here on my screen now, using Fabric, just wait. Using Fabric, we can implement everything. Using Fabric, we can upload files, create apps, host websites, social media, IoT, databases, warehouses, everything we can do using Fabric, including SQL and Power Query, live and big data, both. Everything in Fabric, including Power BI. So Power BI is a room inside Fabric house. Let me show you here. So we have this one, creating dashboards, nothing but Power BI dashboards, Power BI reports, something called paginated reports, interactive reports, scorecards, real-time. These are all Power BI concepts. Apart from visualization, in Fabric we can get data, load data, store data like this. I repeat again. Here you go. Power BI is a room inside Fabric house. Fabric house has other rooms as well. Storage rooms, ETL rooms, analytic rooms, or we have something called as big data rooms, etc., including cloud computing. So Power BI inside Fabric. So SQL required for accessing the data, Fabric required for hosting Power BI reports. Data access, data hosting. Then why Azure? Well, Azure is mainly used for storing databases and warehouses. The front end is Power BI. I repeat, the database and the warehouse can be stored either in Fabric or in Azure. The common front end is Power BI. But Power BI is now hosted inside Fabric. So Azure is a back end, Power BI is a front end is in Fabric. That's how it is. Azure and Fabric are interlinked using Power BI. Power BI is a bridge to link these two cloud components from Microsoft. And we use Python also in Power BI, mainly for the purpose of customized visualizations. Remember, Power BI has 6 design tools. It's not something with a simple, of course it's easier drag and drop, no doubt about it, but it takes time. It's a technology, it's a job oriented technology, that's its own value and depth. Unfortunately, not all visualization requirements or report requirements from the customers can be done through user interface. Nice rich user interface, but unfortunately few things we cannot do using this interface. There we require Python in Power BI. So Power BI requires Python like a topping, like the extra garnishing item, an add-on, accessory. Python is an accessory for Power BI. SQL is a basement for Power BI. Fabric is a house for Power BI. Azure is a backend, can be a backend, one of the backend for Power BI. So in your resume, you need to include at least 2 out of the 4 items here. Safe side. SQL Power BI Python, Data Analyst, SQL Power BI Fabric Engineer, or SQL Power BI Azure Engineer. It works the best. In real world, Power BI can be used mainly for big data projects. See, there are a lot of reporting platforms. We can report in Excel. We can report in Google Data Studio. There are AI apps for reporting, including Zoho. There are reporting platforms from IBM Cognos, Cognos BI, .NET Report Viewer. And we have ClickSense, ClickView, Tableau, etc. But mainly purpose of Power BI, big data. It can handle huge volumes of data with ease because of Fabric support. Healthcare domains, finance domains can also have nice value adds with Power BI. Okay, with this content, now I divided the entire Power BI into 4 modules. You're already aware of SQL, you can skip it, directly step into my Power BI classes. If someone is very new, they have SQL first, then step into Power BI next. So we are into module 2 from our next class, core Power BI concepts. There are 30 concepts we need to learn. I request you to revise MS SQL concepts thoroughly, step by step. For best learning, best experience, and best results. This AI Copilot is optional, highly recommended for experienced profiles. For everyone, module 2 is a backbone. Next. From here, let's understand the overall architecture of Power BI towards our implementation plan. Simple, straightforward process. We'll do it slowly, step by step. With the latest updates from Microsoft towards Power BI. Just wait for a few moments. Yes, so here we go. Just wait. Here is a concept list. We are going to learn all Power BI core items first. Then Power Query. Come on, friends. What's the purpose of Power Query, please? Please, hope you remember. What's the purpose of Power Query? Okay. To read data from non-database sources. Okay, mostly. To read data from database sources, we have SQL, right? But text file, notepad don't know what is SQL. A PDF don't know what is SQL. Website don't know what is SQL by default. So we can use Power Query to query such non-database formatted items. Please, are we getting it now? Please, I will wait. Others, you have to help me, you have to support me, you need to respond to me, and I need to respond to you. Please help me, I'll continue.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, no problem, friends. Here it is. We'll take all the basics first. Power Query, we need to have 50 examples. Cloud 50 examples. DAX 50 examples. So total of 150 examples from Power Query. So we'll take all installation activities first, installation and basic reports. Then we'll continue with the actual scenarios, like all about how-tos. We'll do it slowly. Okay, next. From here, so what we are learning? We're understanding what is Power BI so far. Next. Okay, once you complete these items, I need to make you walk through to a project work. To understand the project, let's have this diagram first. We have multiple data sources. Okay, we have multiple data sources, something like this. And we have various tools to design report in Power BI. Okay, something like this. I'll just complete this diagram and send it to you. Okay, next. There are three important tools to design Power BI reports. There are total six. Out of six, three are very important. Okay, here we go. Yes, I'll just put this one. Power BI desktop is one. There is something called Power BI report builder. Okay, three important tools are there. These three are the tools. I'll do minor modifications. Yes, here it is. Purpose of Power Query to read data from various sources, especially files and warehouses. Files and warehouses. We use Power Query mostly. This one. Like for example, cloud sources, apps, all these items we mostly use Power Query. For database sources we use SQL. Okay, next. So these are the main data sources we are going to use in our classes. Files we are going to learn Excel, AVRO, PDF, JSON kind of data sources. And we have something called desktop and desktop RS. Two different tools. Desktop and desktop RS. These two. By heart these new terms, new items can. In report builder, we have something called expressions we need to learn. Okay, here we go. Okay, something like this. Okay, next. Here we go. Okay, something like this, just to make it more easier for our learning practice. Next. From here, what next? Let's see the hosting part. Okay, here we go. Coming to hosting, see, this is a complete hosting activity. We have something called Power BI report server and something else called Power BI cloud. Okay, these two. Inside cloud, we have dashboards, models, and apps. Dashboards and models are dependent on reports. Okay, what is that? Apps we call. Whereas here in report server, we see only reports, no models, no dashboards, no apps. This Power BI report server depends on SQL server. So without SQL server, there is no Power BI report server. Remember that. Okay, so this is a hosting plan. Next. Okay, something like this. Okay, in this way. Next, apart from this, we have the new items, new inclusions from Microsoft for hosting Power BI reports. We can also have Excel. In olden days, Excel can be used only for reporting. We can now use it even for storing and sharing the data also. Become so powerful now. Excel, MS Excel. And the main advantage, the interesting thing here, Excel can be a source. Excel can be a source for reports. I'll just put this one. Excel can be a source for the reports. Excel can be a destination also for the reports. To make it easier, it's like this. Okay, in this way. Okay, like this, in this way. Please observe carefully. Okay, next. Now, I repeat again, Excel can be a source for Power BI Cloud. And Power BI Cloud can be a source for Excel. Next, Excel can be a source for the actual report design also. We are going to learn these items carefully next. There is something called gateway. The main purpose of gateway for data refresh activities. Main purpose of gateway for data refresh. Here it is. Something like this. Okay, next. Report builder always loves database connections. For report builder, it's always database connections. Data warehouse connections only. Whereas desktop and desktop RS, they can get connected from any source, literally any source. Okay, next. From here, yes, this is a complete lab plan. So total 1, 2, 3 design tools, 1 gateway tool, total 4 tools we need to learn. 3 hosting environments and multiple data sources. Please go through it carefully. Any questions, let me know, please. I will wait. Please go through it. Any questions, please? I'll wait.
Sir,
Well, assured you practical classes with 100% hands-on on all the items that we mentioned in our curriculum. Practically, we request you to ensure on-time practice throughout the course. Please help me. The complete notes on my screen, the notes, the assignments, resume, project activities. I am here to guide you. Part of our classes. And do reach us for any kind of clarifications or to attend our actual sessions. Thank you so much. Have a nice time. See you there. Thank you. Bye-bye.